On this video, we'll be showing you how my M1 Finance account has been doing over the past 3 months. I've taken a big hiatus, probably 2 or 3 months, out of YouTube, out of looking at stocks, and I want to show you guys how my portfolio is doing. Hey guys, I'm back. I know a lot of you have been wondering where I've been. I've been posting content pretty consistently since May, but I recently took a big hiatus off of YouTube, and that's been for a very good reason. That's because I just had my first kid. My baby girl was born on November 28th, and she has been doing wonderful. She's amazing. She's beautiful. The first few days were kind of rough because she was a premature baby. So she was in the NICU for quite some time, but now she's home and everything is wonderful. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I haven't been posting content lately, because before the baby was born, we were taking time just to get ourselves prepared to have a baby. We were setting up the house, and just doing a whole lot of baby prep. Now that the baby's here, our schedule has changed so much. Honestly, one of the biggest things that has changed is our sleeping habits. It's real when parents say they barely get any sleep. And I didn't realize that until, I became a new parent. Parents are basically on 3-hour sleep schedules because mothers have to pump, babies have to eat, and depending on your situation as a father, you may or may not have to be up with your significant other at the same time. So that's why I haven't been on YouTube. I know it's not an excuse, but again, that's just what it is. I'm just being real. That's why I haven't been posting lately. So now that we finally got into some sort of schedule, and I kind of can see where the gaps are throughout the day, I'll try to be more consistent and start posting again, because YouTube is one of those platforms that I really love. I love doing research on stocks. I love giving you guys information, and I love just interacting with you. One of the biggest, most refreshing things about YouTube is how much supportive interaction there is, especially in the finance niche, which is basically what I talk about. I loved all that. I am a big proponent of helping others and interacting. And so I do want to get back in some sort of schedule and some sort of consistency to start posting again. And so I'm going to try. All right. I said a lot, very unrelated. I just like to give you guys a little glimpse into my life and what I've been doing and why I haven't been here. But let's get on to the topic of today's video. On this video, we'll be showing you how my M1 Finance account has been doing over the past 3 months. I've taken a big hiatus, probably 2 or 3 months, out of YouTube, out of looking at stocks, and I want to show you guys how my portfolio is doing because, again, I'm a dollar cost averager. I don't do any swing trades. I don't do any day trades. I don't do any options trading. I basically send money to my M1 Finance account. I let it stay there and it auto invests for me. So I want to show you guys the power of passive investing, dollar cost averaging, and M1 Finance. I think it's a great platform. I've been talking about it a whole bunch, and now I'm really gonna put the tires to the road or something like that, whatever the analogy is. But I'm gonna show you guys that you don't have to look at your account every day, every week. Once you pick companies that you believe in that are doing well, it just does its thing. Yes, there are cycles in the market. The stock prices can go up and down, but generally speaking, when you invest your money in the stock market in good companies that have great potential and issue dividends, you're going to see, an upward trend. You're going to see growth. You're going to see dividends. You're going to see your portfolio grow. And that's what we want to do ultimately, right? All right, guys. So before I give you an update of where I am in my current portfolio, let's take a look back at where my M1 Finances account has come from. If you look at my very first website or my M1 Finance account overview or video, you'll see that back in, I believe this is sometime back in May, I did a video about M1 Finance. I showed you guys the whole platform. And my starting balance, or the balance on that video, was $377.37. Of that, I actually didn't have much gain at that time. I'm actually showing a negative value. So that's where I started, around $370-ish, at least on my first video. Flash forward to the latest M1 Finance portfolio overview that I've done, which is in September. If we look at that and zoom forward, we will see that my current account balance was $2,406, and my return was around $233, and my market gain was around 23%. So you could see that there's been a big change in my account. I went from $377 to $2,400, and I'm seeing a 20% increase from that time. Now, if we look at my account, my current account value is $3,588.01. Of that, I'm seeing a market gain of $586.30. Percentage-wise, my portfolio is up almost 41%, which is a big number. That's, almost 20% higher than I showed back in September. And this is kind of proof of what I'm telling you about, which is dollar cost averaging, which is passive investing, setting up your portfolio. That's all you really have to do. Yes, you can do some of those other things such as day trading, options trading, swing trading. But if you're not looking to make or take big risks, and if you're not looking at the market every day, then this is one of the alternatives that you can do and that you can make money with. All right, so let's break down my gains. If you look at the financial breakdown, you'll see that the net cash flow is $3,026.70. The market gain, like I mentioned before, is $561.32. My total gain, which is market gain and dividends. So market gain is money you make when your stocks go up in value. The total gain is comprised of that plus earned dividends. For those of you that don't know what dividends are monies that companies issue to their shareholders simply for investing in them. So my current earned dividends is $24.98. And that $24 is passive income. Two things that I'd like to just put out there about dividends. One is that this is income that's basically passive. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was invest in companies that issued dividends, and I basically made money. And the second thing is that what I'm trying to illustrate is when you invest money, it could be a good opportunity because the value goes up. Whereas if I had put this money into the bank, with a low APY or a low interest rate, I would have seen some gains, but definitely not, $500 worth, especially not in this time frame. I probably would have, been somewhere around $3,026. So I'd probably be around the same amount. So for those of you that aren't investing yet, you should definitely look into it. Obviously, you have to assess your situation, see what's right for you, your family, and your current circumstances. But investing is definitely a good thing to do. All right, so let's go take a look at my portfolio breakdown. This is the same stocks that I've been reviewing for the past couple of months. If you look at my September portfolio breakdown, it's the same stocks. I didn't do anything. I literally just sent money to my account and it auto invested for me. All right, so Berkshire Hathaway is an expert pie that I put into my account. That is up almost 45%. If we go into it, there's a whole bunch of companies in here. If we sort it by total gains, highest to lowest, you'll see that Apple is my highest gains with an increase of around 70%. I'm not going to go through them. I'll just scroll through this so you can kind of see what I have here. And then I'll go back to my other stocks. All right, so Dividend Aristocrats, these are a list of a list of companies that issue dividends. This is a list of Dividend Aristocrats back in May. So I may or may not want to update this, but for now, I'm just going to let it ride. These are showing some pretty good returns too. You could see that some of these companies are up over 30%. Actually, a good amount of these companies are up over 30%. and it's a double whammy because I'm seeing market gains, and they also issue dividends, and they're dividend aristocrats because they've been issuing dividends consistently for a certain amount of time. All right, this one is everyone's favorite stock, at least back when I was checking into the stock market. Back in September, October, November, Tesla was a very hot stock. It still is. You can see here the gains are through the roof. I didn't put a lot of capital into it because this is a percentage-based portfolio, so it's not like I say I want $200 of Tesla in my portfolio. All you say is I want 2% of my portfolio to be comprised of Tesla. But you can see here, I mean, it's up a crazy amount, 365%, which is insane. So, part of me wishes I put more money, but you can't foresee the future. For dollar cost averagers, at least for myself, I'm not actively adjusting it. I probably should. I probably could have made more money, but hey, this is who I am as an investor. I don't, at least now, I'm not actively looking at this every week. All right, VTI. VTI is another great stock. It's a ETF. This is up over 35%. Shopify, this is one of those great companies, especially in the e-commerce market, that has really rode the wave of, the pandemic. This is up over 110%. Another ETF I have over here is the VYM Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. This is also up over 20%. 5G stocks, this is also up over 20%. Snowflake was one of the most recent additions I added to my portfolio. I know there was a lot of news back when this IPO'd because it IPO'd at such a high price that a lot of people were skeptical about how this stock would perform. I basically didn't really, I listened to it, but I didn't pay no mind. Again, I'm a dollar cost averager. I saw what the company did. I believed in it. I put it into my portfolio. I didn't put a big chunk of it into my portfolio. You could see that it's only 1% of my total pie, which is, not a lot right now. As my portfolio grows, it'll grow as well. But you could see it's up over 55%. So for those people or investors that were skeptical about whether or not there'd still be time for this, or there'd still be a chance for this stock to grow, this is proof. It's up 54%. My average cost, well, this is fractional shares, so it's a little bit different. But, the number's the number. I'm up over 50% on Snowflake. And then finally, the last stock I have over here is Realty Income. This is a lot of investors' favorites because it is a steady dividend issuing company. All right, so that is an overview of my M1 Finance account. As you can see, I took a bit of time away from the stock market and away from YouTube. I haven't really made a video in the past 2 or 3 months, and my account is still going up. So that is the message that I want to share with you guys. For those of you that do want to invest, that aren't looking to make, very risky moves in the stock market, there's another way to do it. Look, I'm not sponsored by M1 Finance at all. I just really like the platform, and so that's why I always talk about it. And, hopefully you saw some value in that because the numbers don't lie. And I really haven't done much. All I do is contribute $100 every week to that account, and it automatically invests it for me. All right, guys, before we go, I do want to take this time to send one special shout out to a friend of mine on YouTube that took the time to reach out to me, send me his well wishes, and also send me a card with some channel swag. So Sarge, thank you so much for sending this holiday card and this channel swag, which I'm going to show. Really means a lot to me. I know that we're both growing our YouTube channel, so it's nice to see that level of interaction between YouTubers. Again, like I said, I love the YouTube community and all the support that everyone has given. So what he actually sent me was a nice holiday card. So Sarge, thank you. I love it. I know I haven't responded to you saying that I received it. I wanted to make this video and tag you. So thank you. And then he also sent me 2 stickers. One is a channel swag just saying YouTube channel prepping with Sarge. And another one is a holographic version of that. It's actually really cool. I like the way it looks. And just a quick overview of his channel. He talks about prepping and survival and a whole bunch of stuff. We did an interview, or like I guess it's an interview. We did an interview about silver stacking, which is one of the things he talks about on his channel. So if you are into that stuff, or if you want to find out more about him, take a look at his channel, Prepping with Sarge. All right, guys, that's all I have for this video. As you know, feel free to connect with me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. I'll leave links in the description down below as well. I'm going to put up some pictures of my daughter just because I think she's the cutest thing in the world, but you know, which parent doesn't do that? And then also, I did create a TikTok account for her because I think for me, I do want to eventually make a YouTube channel for her as well. But TikTok was one of the quickest social media platforms for me to make videos and without much editing for her. So I made one. I'll leave a link somewhere in the video. It's NY Leilani, NYLEILANI. And I just basically show content about her. I talk about some of the things that I'm learning as a new parent. And yeah, feel free to follow that. I'm going to be more consistent on making stock videos because this is, you know, a passion of mine. This YouTube channel is a passion project, and I do want to give back to the community. So thank you so much. I know this was a lengthy video, but if you stuck around till the end, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.